stress-free, leave your kids at home. Leave your kids at home. Do your two-step, get your groove on. This is feel-good music, you can move on. Relax, stress-free, leave your kids at home. Leave your kids at home.
Yes, sir. Once again, it's Tuesday night, and we are here. I'm not alone, of course. I have my favorite person to grill, chill, or kill with. Laura's here. Say hello to Laura, everybody. Go to her site and buy something. A bunch of cheapskate deadbeats. Buy something. Anyway, it is stormy in Illinois, where Laura is there. She is putting her life on the line, people. Putting her life on the line to be here tonight. That is how much she cares about getting this message out and spending time with the family. So we are grateful and thankful that she is not in a bunker somewhere, because knowing her, that's where she'd really rather be, in a bunker or in a tree stand.
I have thought about it.
So what's happening out there, Laura? Give us we would now go to meteorologist Laura Russell.
Yeah.
Part-time meteorologist, full-time carnivore, and she's going to tell us
right.
What it looks like.
Yeah, right now we've had tornado warnings. They basically started sending them out to us around 3:00, just saying from the tip of Missouri to central Illinois into Indiana is what they're kind of expecting. Maybe possibly into Michigan, which I think Kalamazoo, or the town next to Kalamazoo, had tornadoes just a few days ago. So, but they hyped it up to be really crazy. So right now, everything's still standing. If you see something blow by, we're just going to roll with it.
That's right. We don't want you to be hurt. We want you and Paul to be safe there. But if you should happen to get blown away on YouTube, just saying,
it will be live.
As long as you're okay, I think it would be great viewing. It'd be like watching Rick on a bike trying to catch an iguana. It'd be along the same lines of that. It looked like the man got hit. It looked like I don't know if you saw that video. Did you ever see that video?
I didn't.
Okay. Do you know the video I'm talking about? Like, have you heard people talk about it?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that's worth. Listen, you got to see that. I mean, the man is riding the bike, talking. All of a sudden, he sees an iguana by a fence, and he loses his mind. And he gets all excited, and then the next, he's like, oh, and then you see the iguana. He's trying to. He senses fear. He senses a predator.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, and the next scene you see, it looks like Rick got hit by a bus on his bike. It's just boom. I mean, it's like the camera's on. I'm like, did Rick wreck his bike trying to get the iguana? And then the next scene, he's got the iguana in one hand by the tail, and he's riding his bike.
Good for him. I was going to say it was worth it as long as he got it.
And I'm just like, I can't believe what I just saw. I can't believe
he had to get supper.
And he was riding the bike with one hand and had the iguana by the tail with the other. And I've never seen a man so happy. He was. Listen, the only word that comes to mind is gleeful. Have you ever seen?
Yeah, I'm sure.
A grown man with glee.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I understand glee.
Yeah.
It's the same feeling I get when I go into Winn-Dixie and I see a sea of red quick sale marked down tags in the meat section. I feel glee. I just feel gleeful. I feel like it's like my best day ever, and I can go in and get the cheap meat. So anyway, all right.
That makes me happy too.
I know he's in the room here somewhere. But the first one is our fisherman. He says, good evening, Russ and Laura. Good evening to you. And let's see who else here. Oh, look who it is, everybody. It's the lady He just took his teeth off the charger. He's ready to go. I love it. I love it, man. Good to see you, brother. We're just going through the room. I didn't want you to have to sit and wait while we do all that. Let's see what we got into. Jersey Tom is in the building. Good to see you, brother. Jimmy is here. Good evening, my friend. Sing us it. You are not the boss of me. I will not
I
sing.
think Jim is.
I will not sing a song. She's getting kind of bossy, and I don't know. It just feels wrong. You know, she missed the show last month because she had the flu. And now she's come back in here trying to tell me what to do. No, I will not sing for Jimmy. I will not sing a song. And I hope that you will leave and you won't be here for long. How about that? How about that? There you go. How about that? A song off the dome for our friend Jim there. Here at work, listening mode activated. I love it. Calm down, Lizzie. Lizzie is calm down. It's cookout night. And I heard somebody. She just got out of lockup. She was in there like Akon. Locked up. They won't let her out. She was locked up. Okay, you got to calm down and get that anger under control. This is therapy. Bruce is here in his pajamas. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. Bacon Runner says, hey, everybody. Hey, back to you. Holly Springer says, good evening and a pleasant good evening to you, beloved. Glad you are here. Super tuned here tonight to get some good laughs. All right. Well, we do what we can here. We try to make everybody happy. Try to make people laugh and smile here. That's why we're here. Although you might learn something tonight. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Running Tap says, hi, and everyone in the chat. Love that. Good to hear. Granny Boo, she is here. Good to see you, beloved. Glad you're hanging out with us. Drunk Sandy's in the building. I got you. Shots. You doing shots out there in Lake City. I see you out there, Sandy, putting the wobbly boot on. You are doing your thing. I ain't mad at you. I love it. Smoothie says, howdy, Russ and Laura. Soon to be stormy, Indiana. Yeah, folks are getting the stuff out there. Here's the music. Let's see what we got here. Charger Mopar. Love that. Our brother is here. Quack, quack, heart attack is in the building. And Charlie says, snake died. YouTube is calling Anthony Ken Berry down stealing carnivore name 2.0. Okay, we have another illiterate rant from Uncle Charlie, but that's all right. We love him. He's our uncle. He's doing his thing. And I don't know what he just said, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay. You know, it's funny you should mention that. I saw somebody else in the chat saying that. I can't remember who it was. You know, I listened carefully, and I have to tell you, I'm confused. That song was written by a friend of mine probably 20 years ago. Okay, literally. And I'm going to call him and ask him, is it leave your kids at home or cares at home? Because I listened to it myself, you know, just, you know, the running joke we have here. And I'm like, you know, it could really be the one. I don't know. I'm going to find out, though. But all this time, who knows? Maybe I was the silly one. Let's see here. It says, keep your kids at home. I can tell you one thing I know. The word keep is not in there. I know that. Sandy's drunk already. We said we ain't even 15 minutes. Sandy's falling down. Keep. I don't think it's not the word keep in the whole song, Sandy. I don't know what I don't know what is going on with you. Simpson says hello, Russ and Laura. Lizzie says, to be fair, I thought it was leave your kids at home too. Well, hey, listen, you know, you've been to jail enough. You might rap lyrics more than I do. I don't really know. That's true. You might be able to. I'm going to find out. I'm going to get a definitive answer for that, ladies and gentlemen. Booby Goat says hello. Hello, my beloved. Aaron is hanging out with us tonight. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Let's see. Oh, getting bad weather in Louisiana. Man, let me tell you what. I had to have a moment of silence for winter here today. It was 90 degrees today. Oh. It was just ridiculous. Sandy, yeah. She's better. Listen, she is drunk.
She is drinking. Yeah. She's drinking.
She's got the
She's
shot
got her
glass.
beer goggles.
She's
Got her beer goggles on.
she's looking at you through a shot glass. I can tell you that right now.
Something.
God says, "Where's the grill? It is in your mind, sir, and in your garage. This is a virtual cookout." And let's see. Here you go.
Mm.
Oh, that's an old video. That's an old video. Him on the iguana. I don't know. He could probably put a link in there or tell you what day it was at. It had to have been at least 2 months ago. But obviously, it made an impression on me because I'm still talking about it. I'm still talking about it all this time later. Rick says no markdowns later. I don't listen. You shop at El Presidente. I don't know. Listen, I'd be scared to death if they mark anything down in there. I mean, if you see us, I don't know how it looks. You're getting chicken legs for 10 cents a pound. They mark that. How are you going to mark that down? What do you? If they're in there giving stuff away, I don't know if I want it. If you go into a store and they're giving meat away, ooh, I don't know if you want that. I'm not sure.
Scary.
Marla's here. Good evening, beloved. Glad to see you hanging with us. Is cow stomach considered keto? I don't know, but
tripe.
It's considered disgusting.
No, tripe is good. It's called tripe.
Don't they make beef bacon out of that?
I don't know, but I just know that when I worked at a food factory, we made the Vienna sausage and all that disgusting potted meat and stuff. And treat. We used a lot of cow stomachs.
I happen to. What's wrong with Vienna sausages?
I worked in a factory with a bunch of steam pipes, and as that stuff would be put into the casings, it would spill down on those steam pipes. And for 12 hours, all you smelled was that burning. It was the most horrible smell. I can't even think about it.
I'll ask you again. What is that? What's wrong with Vienna sausages? I don't work in a food processing plant. I don't smell.
If you had to, it'd be different.
I mean, there's anything wrong with the Vienna sausage because you had a miserable job. Go ahead, Kelly. Weigh in on this.
Well, I heard I never worked in a meat processing plant, but I know I have friends that worked there, and they said once you go there, you'll never eat another hot dog or Vienna sausage or treat again. Which I don't think I'll ever eat treat because that stuff is disgusting. But spam, that stuff is good.
Yeah.
You don't think okay, maybe I'm going down a rabbit hole, and maybe this is a dumb question, but you hunt, and you cut a animal open, and cut them right there, and cut them, and somehow that's different than a processing plant. I mean, they
absolutely
time. They're on a schedule. They gotta keep it moving. They're trying to make money. At the end of the day, it's all meat.
It's all different. I'll tell you how. When I kill a deer and
they add something to it, or
I'll tell you. So when I kill a deer and I cut it up, do all of the stuff, first of all, I know what I'm doing with it. So nobody else's hands are in there touching it. Nothing else is added to it. When I worked at the food factory and we would get like mechanically deboned chicken or something from like Tyson's or one of these, you could have like literally two different things that happened while I worked there. We had a junction box, like your main junction box, like off the side of something in one of those totes. All this grease is everywhere. And I'm like, oh, we'll have to throw this batch out. Nope. They weigh it and then they do a core sample. And if there is less than a third by weight of a foreign body of any sort, rat, maggots, didn't matter what it was, that they would take that object out and they would mix it and go on. We had a lady's human finger with a red fingernail still attached, cut off right there in some of that meat. And they were like, they just cut a square around it, did a core sample and packaged that up. So no, thank you. No, thank you.
So the finger was not actually in the meat.
Yes, but her juices were in the meat. No.
Uh,
No, and we had maggots.
I happen to know there's no juices when you cut off a finger. Don't ask me how I know. But okay. So do you think that this is everywhere or just in some places or
Everywhere?
so what
It's a kill your own food. So it's a USDA guideline that human consumed food can have a higher amount of foreign material, and that's all it says, foreign material, which means it can be any of those things. Well, like dog food has to be even cleaner. So we got beech nut baby food contract 1 week. Purina came in to see if we could do some of their canned dog products, and we did not meet their clean criteria for the dog food, but we did beech nut baby food. And I'm like, something is wrong here. But I mean, yes, I think that it's allowed.
The moral of the story is, family, don't eat raw meat. Cook your meat. There you go. That's what I heard.
Oh,
Hey, so hey, you cook it, say your grace, and down the hatchet goes. I'm not worried about any of it. I'm not. Hey, listen, are you a Christian?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, when you see white
that's right.
maggots, I don't know.
Hey, God made them. Say your grace and leave it to God. That's all I got. That's all I got to say.
That's why I pray before I go deer hunting.
That's why I pray. That's why I pray. That's what all them say. We got to pray just to make it today. We got to pray.
That's right.
Pray. That's why we pray. Pray. We got to pray. I saw maggots today. Listen, here's what I'm trying to say is I hope my dad isn't watching this because I can hardly get him to eat meat as it is now. And he's got this he's got this thing in his mind that they are just taking every sick cow and pumping them full of everything they could possibly have and butchering them up and taking the worst cows they could possibly get and putting that meat on the show. He's got this thing in his mind. So I sure hope he's not tuning in tonight because I'll tell you, I can never get him to eat another hamburger again. I don't know. I tell you what, I will say this. I can't imagine what I'd have to see for me to not eat meat. I can't imagine. It would really have to be something like poisonous or something like that. If I saw like some type of poison or something, but I'm like, hey, I look at it, throw it on the grill. That's part of the reason why I don't eat raw meat. And shout out to Dr. Kiltz and all the other wackos out there that like to eat raw meat. Okay. Lovingly, that's my brother. I love Kiltsy. That's my dude. That's my guy. Hey, I don't say the word wacko is not pejorative. He's just, but if you're eating raw meat on a regular basis, I put you, you are on the outer fringes of the wacko. Yeah, you live in the wacko zip code. You might have the best neighborhood and have the least wackoicity. But if you're eating raw meat on a regular basis, man, you got to look in the mirror and ask yourself some questions. That's all I got to say about that. Lovingly, respectfully. I love my people. Sandy said the postman saw him with his iguana. Now I missed that. Was that in the video that the postman was walking by when he had the iguana in his hand? I didn't see that. Sandy caught that deed. See, when you're drunk, other senses are heightened. She caught that. She caught that in the video of the mailman. I don't remember seeing that. Now she is drunk, so she could be making that up. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure that there was even a mailman in the video. You guys can let me know if there was a mailman in Rick's video, or if Sandy is just seeing things again, like she makes up words to put in the songs. I don't know about that. Bruce says won't stay on long tonight. Just got my wife back from the hospital, more tired than usual. Well, I'm sorry. And I hope she's doing all right there. And I hope you're all right too. But we're glad anytime you come in and hang out with us for a little bit, Bruce. You are welcome here.
Yeah. And glad she's not in the hospital any longer. You're always better out than in.
That's right. Dimma says she loves me. Sometimes I just don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Hey, listen, I do the best I can. I make up songs every now and again. I may have an awkward pause in the middle of the song while I'm trying to think of something, but It's a live show. I'll tell you. Russ, I'm still ill, but it hurts for you. I need fun. I don't know what hets means, but there you go. Doc Nelson's in the building, everybody. Everybody say hey to Doc Nelson. He says, hello, where is Russ? Well, I don't know. He's lost. He's lost.
He's somewhere.
Yeah, that dude, that one there. Ain't no telling where he's at. I just hope he's not in the drive-thru somewhere. Let's see here. It's all right, those two. Just a couple minutes late. You're right on time. We don't have this. There's no appointments here, Lambs. There's no appointments.
Right.
You show up when you show up. That's not a problem. Can't wait for Saturday. Jersey Tom says Addison's disease, non-epileptic seizures, and had a gastric bypass. Somebody needs to get to ketosis. Somebody needs to get to ketosis. They're having seizures.
Addison's, yeah.
I heard that somewhere.
Yeah.
Lizzie's saying yes to something. I don't know. Did I propose to Lizzie that I didn't?
I think you did.
Did I?
Uh-oh.
I think so.
Lizzie, my dear, I know you have an anger management problem and other emotional things going on, but trust me when I tell you, you could do way better than me. Hey, find you one of those nice prison guards. Find you one of those nice correction officers. And when you get done with anger management, you can make a good life with him. But yeah, hey, this is one bull you don't want to ride. I'm just trying to tell you. Yeah, Jim has been in the sauce too there. Everybody's telling him about how pretty Laura is.
Oh, gosh.
I've seen worse. Let's see. I don't know. Depending on when you catch him, Kelly's burgers might kind of be pretty too sometimes. Did I say that out loud? Did I just?
You did. You spoke it.
Oh, how's the weather out there in Missouri, man? Are you having storms and stuff too?
Here pretty soon. I'm just hoping I'm not going to be no tornado wrangler.
Yeah. Okay. See, now that's an interesting thing that you should say there, Kelly, because it would not surprise me in the least if you were like, I used to be a storm chaser.
No, I am, though. It would probably be neat to get out there, but I've watched those storm chasers and they are
they're nuts.
But they're nuts.
My brother is a storm chaser. Him and his boys. They can't, man. It's an interesting thing. It's crazy. When I went to boarding school, and this was back many years ago, back in the 80s, we weren't allowed to have, now all the kids probably have them now, tablets and stuff, but we weren't allowed to have radios and stuff like that in our rooms back then. But he got an exemption for a weather radio. And he had this little weather radio, and it would just, I don't know how to describe it, just like on a loop. It would give the temperature and the barometric pressure and the wind speed. And it's just like, it's like it's 87 degrees. It's like in this weird monotone voice. It's 87 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is 6 pounds per hour blowing in from the east. The barometric pressure is 30.06. There's a cold front moving in. I mean, just like over and over and over. And he would listen to this thing as if it was some type of entertainment. So fast forward 30, 40 years, him and his boys are out chasing storms, so he's always been like a weather bug or whatever.
Well, here's the funny part is we broke record today. We got up to 83, 84 degrees, but by this time tomorrow night, it's supposed to be in the upper 30s.
Yep. It's going to be crazy.
Go figure.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going backwards from here. I'd be surprised, but I had to just have a moment of silence for winter. I love the fall and winter down here. It's wonderful. But I went out today. It was 90 degrees, and I had to drop to one knee and weep. I have all the silence for fall and winter.
All I have to say is if you see Jim Cantrell from the Weather Channel, or Reed Timmer from Storm Chasers, which he's in your neck of the woods. Look out. There's something coming.
Yeah. I was watching his stuff right before I came on. I was like, oh my God, he's getting closer.
Last year he was he was not too far from here. I'm like, oh great, Reed, go somewhere else. I don't need no naders, because otherwise I have to evacuate my home.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not afraid of a power outage, I can tell you that. I don't know about the wind and all that stuff, man, but I'm gonna tell you, these last 3 or 4 days have been crazy, crazy sunny. And now that we have sprung forward, the days are longer. And so, it's an odd, weird thing. Part of me kind of wishes for a little bit of wind and maybe a little power outage. Just so
we'll send a little your direction.
Listen, hey, I think it'd be but see, here's the thing about me. I've never been out of power through all the storms. The longest was like 2.5 days, but that was years ago before I lived where I live now. Where I live now, I live next door to a lineman for the power company.
Yep, I remember that. Yeah.
I've never been out for more than probably 3 hours since I've lived here. It's going on 6 or 7 years now. And it's crazy. It's the craziest thing, because I can, the power will go out. And of course, now I wouldn't even probably recognize, because the things kick on, but power will go out. And I sit there for a minute to see if the power to come back on. It didn't. Not 20 minutes later, I hear his truck firing up next door. He's got the big diesel. He's got the big bucket truck of the diesel. And within a half an hour, 45 minutes, the lights come back on. So that is the coolest thing, living next door to a lineman, because if my power's out, his power's out. And he ain't having it. He's going to go out there. He don't care if it's overtime. He don't care if he doesn't get paid at all. Because, his wife may or may not be someone who will not tolerate the lights being on. I'll just leave it at that. So, yes, I'm lucky that way. But he's retiring in a few years. He told me last year he's got like 3 years left. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I was going to say, no more power company benefits. Doc Nelson says, homesick Buckeye, it's the Beauty and the Beast show. To be clear, Russ, you're not Beauty. Okay. Hello, Pot.
So I think that's me and Kelly. It must be.
That's Pot calling the kettle ugly. That's what that is. Hey, I can win a beauty contest with you. I know that. How about that? Hey, not with Nelly probably, but I can win. But you get her vote. I don't know about anybody else's. I can get Sandy's vote because she's drunk as a skunk. I know that. And all I got to do is hum the tune to the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and I can get Jim to vote for me. So, so there you go. I don't know. It'll be a neck and neck vote. Let's see. When Dixie here used to mark stuff down, that's where I go for meat around here. It's the best. It's the best place to get meat. Man, listen. Speaking of that, I paid $6.25, I think, a pound for ground beef at Costco this week.
How much a pound?
Yes. It was outrageous. Wow. It's normally like $5. It was up a lot. And I'm like, what is going on? Oxtails went up too. Oxtails were $10 a pound. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm gonna be. Luckily, I'm stocked up.
Shoot more deer.
I got a few things, but I've got a little. I keep oxtails and steaks and things. I wait for the sales and I stock up on those. But ground beef is not something I usually stock up on very much because it's not that expensive. It's really the cheapest beef you can get. But I'm going to see if I can get a discount if there's a finger in it. That's what I want to know. If I can.
That's right. That's right. If anything's in there, say that.
I'm calling all over town. Do you have any ground beef with a finger, the red fingernail tip in it? Do you have any? Can I get a discount?
When you see grown men standing around like those stainless steel containers that can hold 2,000 pounds, and all of a sudden it just looks like banana peel. Boom, boom. They're passing out. And I'm like, what is happening? And then I went over, I thought we had like
Electrolytes. They need more electrolytes. That's what kind of work conditions they have.
no, but I thought it was, we use a lot of like caustic acids to clean the stuff. So I thought maybe there was a spill. We had one before. And so I go over there. No, the whole top of that was just moving because it was maggots. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, let's weigh it, get the USDA guy over here, and he'll do a core sample and we'll decide. And it went right back in, was reground and sent right back to Walmart. And that was in treat, which is supposed to be like spam, I think.
Is there any evidence that a maggot is harmful to you? That's the question I have here. What evidence do you have that maggots are harmful to humans? That's what I want to know. If you don't have any evidence,
I don't want my food squirming when I'm eating.
It does. I have eaten with you, ma'am. Yes, in fact, you do. I heard something you were eating say moo. Okay.
It was at least dead.
And I saw blood everywhere. Okay, so I don't know what you're
it wasn't moving.
It was a move. It was mooing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It wasn't moving.
That is fake news. Fake news.
Hey, listen, fam, I was there. Now, who you gonna believe, me or her? She stuck her fork in. I said, what? Yes. Listen, I'm pretty sure that the maggot can't survive 400 degrees on my grill. I'm pretty sure they won't make it, and I'll flip it over twice just to make sure they don't make it. But I'll say my grace and take my chances. I don't know. I just can't imagine. I mean, don't get me wrong. There would be some initial shock, but I got hungry. I get over it. That's what I think. So why aren't you a vegan today? Because of all that trauma.
Because I don't trust them making my food. I trust me making my own food. That's why.
Okay, well, I know you've been to the butcher and bought things.
Mm-hmm. I also know my farmer.
Yeah, but do you know the processing plant that it went to? Are you out there doing inspections, Miss USDA?
Actually, this farmer does his own and then ships it directly to that grocery store. Yeah. And I graduated with them. I do know them. So yes, I do.
Okay. Have you been?
And I trust him.
Okay. Have you actually seen it? Have you followed? Have you tracked the ship? No, I'm just kidding. I'm going too far. Have you actually ridden in the truck that they shipped this stuff in? Have you actually?
No.
I'm kidding. Hey, listen, I'm sure there's some goofy things that go on, but we say grace and we put it in the stove, and 50 years later, I'm still here. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, so here's a man that has no fear of the food processing plant, and I'm sure he will stand with us here. I have eaten a lot of dumpster meats. There you go. Now, you tell me which is worse. The dumpster mart or the food processing place? I don't know.
I'd say they might be very similar.
I passed over my beloved Jiffy there. Hello, Jeff. Good to see you, my dear. Glad you're here with us. And there you go. Yes, Doc is, Dr. Nelson knows that I have low self-esteem, and I can't believe that he would try to make me have a breakdown right here on the YouTubes. Shame on you. Shame on you, Doctor. Dr. Nelson. I can't believe it. Pig feet and tripe. Yeah, pickled pig feet. It's a staple for many. Stomachs are boiled or stewed. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Russ, did you see Rick and his Sunday go to meeting clothes? Oh, no, I did not do that. Was Rick on his way to court for high crimes and misdemeanors of waterfowl and reptiles? Was he the defendant? Oh, you better hope it's not a duck as a judge, brother. You ain't got a chance. I've heard of a kangaroo court. I've never heard of an iguana court. Nelson says, please hello to your sweet, beautiful wife. Yes, Nellie is sweet and beautiful. She's wonderful, my friend. Doc Nelson, he's on the edge there. He's teetering. He's a that's right. Rick, listen, Rick has many dimensions. He's a very complex. I know he seems like a simple man. I know he seems like your garden variety creep with a white van, but he is not, ladies and gentlemen. He is not. He is not that. Yes. Let's see here. Lady says, I go to the slaughterhouse every month. They throw them on hooks and they lay the pigs right in front of you. See? Now that, my friends, is somebody with an anger problem. It's like she says she goes to the slaughterhouse monthly. Now, I want you to think, let that soak into that atmosphere just for a minute. I go to the slaughterhouse every month. Just let that soak into the atmosphere for just a moment. Now, see, it can't. I take that to mean it can't possibly be that bad. So, Laura, are you maybe okay? Now, back in what was it in the 50s? You were working in the slaughterhouse, or when were you back? When were you working?
No, it would have been 96 through 2003.
Right,
I guess is when I was done.
That's exactly in the 1800s. They didn't have the rules we have today.
Yeah, they're probably worse today.
I walked you right into that one. You didn't even see that coming.
Yeah.
I'm a smooth criminal. That's the whole point. I'm a professional. I sneak up on you.
Smooth operator.
I walk you right into these jokes. You don't see it coming. That's how we roll. Well, I have to. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe we'll get a field trip. Hey, maybe we can organize something. She clearly has connections at the slaughterhouse. She goes every month. Is it like Cheers when she walks in there? Everybody's like, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm just here to see all the blood and guts I can see. Nothing wrong with me. I love it. Danny in Boston's here. Yes, Danny was somewhere. I'm late. Yeah, you was probably somewhere listening to the JJ Fad tapes. You was in there listening to the Supersonic or something, and then didn't realize it was Tuesday night at 8:30. Terry Go says, "Yay for spam! It's spam. He's better than prime rib." I've had spam once or twice in my life. I could take it or leave it, but I have eaten a lot of Vienna sausages. Now, I will say this, now that I mention it, now that I think of it, the Vienna sausages we ate were chicken. Because growing up, because I think the Vienna sausages, the regular ones, are a mix of beef and pork and maybe chicken.
You have,
like a mystery.
You have the different kinds. Yep.
Yeah, we didn't eat those coming up because obviously I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, so we didn't eat pork.
Right.
But we ate a lot of the chicken ones. Yeah, we always had those as a snack or whatever. So, is that better? I mean, how you can't, there's only so much you can do to a chicken. I mean, it's not that much meat as a chicken compared to a cow.
It's not that much meat, but what it is when you see it say mechanically deboned chicken, they didn't sit there and spend time picking the feathers and taking the intestines out and cutting the feet off. That whole thing is thrown in there. That's all I'm going to say.
All I'm saying is, if somebody dropped a finger in the chicken meat, you could pick it right out. You don't have to cut a section around it. You can see it, and you just pick it right out, and you throw it over your shoulder. That's I don't know. You guys, you're a wuss. What kind of wuss? What kind of? Petey Pretzels. Petey Pretzels is in here. Is in the house. Petey Pasta. I'm kidding. Pretty popcorn. Just pretzels, ladies and gentlemen. Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. He's carnivore, but he can't leave pretzels alone. He's got his own theme music, the pretzel. Petey Pretzels. Years ago, my parents would kill at least 2 pigs a year, and we do it in the backyard. Great, yeah. And that was just for fun, ladies and gentlemen. They That's what they did for amusement. That's why she has an anger management problem. See, it starts as a kid, torturing animals and things like that. See, that's, I appreciate you sharing, Lizzie. You're giving us insight into why you have so many problems and so many anger management issues. This poor thing is just, what a life. Just, I can't, just give me a minute.
Wow.
I think he has finally cracked.
I think so. He gets traumatized by this. I remember when I was a kid growing up, going to my grandfather's grandparents up at the shack. They had a place where they had a hot tub where when they killed the pig, they put in that hot tub so they can scrape it. They had everything right there. Butchered chickens. We had our own little mini slaughterhouse there.
Yes, that poor girl's been through so much. That explains a lot. But that's all right. Let's see here. Laura. Yes, people around all over the carnivore world are throwing away their sausages. Not me. Listen. I'll have you know, I had hot dogs last week. You know why? I'll give you one guess.
Because you prayed first.
Well, no, I did not. No, I didn't. I was going to lie, but I can't. I can't lie about praying. That's going too far. I can lie about. I'm not going to lie about praying. I'm not doing that.
That's good.
Yeah, they were on sale. That is why I had them, and they were the Hebrew National Jumbos. I don't know if they're better or not. Oh, those are acceptable. They don't have fingers, and they don't put fingers in the meat at the Hebrew National. Is that what you're trying to say?
I will tell you that we had kosher stuff, and then we had what everybody else gets. And when it was kosher, the rabbi would come. Everything was very specific, 4 ingredients, 5 ingredients, very clean, and it was kept to a different standard. And then we'd get the Walmart order, and they'd hand you the recipe to start dumping the stuff in. And I swear you could have dumped the trash can in. They're like, "Oh, it's fine." And I was like, "Okay, I'm going to do the kosher stuff."
Do you see what I have to deal with here, ladies and gentlemen? This is
it's true.
Okay. Now, not 90 seconds ago, if you know what I know, you would never eat a hot dog. Let me tell you about the time I had a finger in a red finger. You didn't say.
I didn't say I wouldn't eat a hot dog. That never came out of my mouth. I didn't.
I don't have time to replay the tape there. But
you rewind it.
On a diatribe you went on a diatribe about how disgusting that stuff is.
Disgusting.
Oh, Hebrew National. You didn't say that. Pardon me. Do you have any Hebrew National? But of course,
it makes a difference.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So Hebrew National is okay because they have a rabbi that prays over the fingers and blesses the fingers before they eat out. But if
the electrical junction box.
Yes, if you have a Gentile establishment that does not pray with a rabbi over the fingers and the meat, God bless you and
walk away.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Good luck. Good luck.
I got it. Oh, Lamb says many people eat fingernails. I don't see the problem. Now that, my friends, is comedy.
Wow.
That is comedy because he's exactly right. A lot of people eat fingernails. And do you have scientific evidence that fingernails, polished or not, are harmful to humans? If you don't, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Lambs is exact. That's right. We have so many smart people on this show. You're not going to get us with that fingernail in the meat foolishness. There's lots of people eat their fingernails, and he is exactly right. Lady Juice is funny, but not.
It's true.
She said they cut it out. Have you ever had a nasty apple and you just cut the part of it, or like a tomato or something? You just cut that part out and keep eating the rest of it. I mean, I know you carnivore people are allergic to tomatoes and apples and things like that. But for the rest of us mere mortals that aren't superheroes from the planet carnivore, who may have eaten, you cut it out and you keep eating.
Mm.
Ever had a
You
big
couldn't tell where any of the blood or any of that stuff, the exudate, any of that. You couldn't tell where that ran through all this meat. It was, ah,
I can't see it. It ain't
no,
there.
thank you.
That's how it
Oh,
works. I don't see it. It doesn't exist.
I don't know.
That's
Ah,
hey, who eats their
ugh.
meat with a microscope? Okay? Who does that?
I like to see what I'm eating.
I eat mine with a fork sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't even get to the fork. Okay? Sometimes it's saying, I don't hey, listen, and I know where my hands have been, and I still eat it. Okay? So
Yeah.
I wash my hands thoroughly, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very sanitary. Okay.
Mm, mhm,
So eat wild and get the cleanest you can eat. That's right. Family, if you're out
mhm.
there and you have, if you're not rich like Laura and, you know, earthy and out there killing your own meat and gutting your own things, and you need to eat a sausage or a Vienna sausage or an Austrian sausage or sausage from America or anywhere else, don't be ashamed and don't believe that every don't
It's
do
true.
it.
Every single thing.
She worked in a meat processing plant in the 1800s, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Mm.
She looks good for her age, and I understand all that, but give me a break. There you go. I've had 3 hand surgeries for my hand being stuck in a machine that sticks rice and meat through a tubing called what? You've had 3 hand surgeries because you always putting hands on somebody. You done broke them knuckles. Yeah, it's them jawbones are tough. You can't just be that. Yeah, is that what you tell people? Because you stuck in a machine. No, you got 3 hand surgeries because you punching on people. That's what that is. I keep your hands to yourself. All that anger. Although I do understand now where it comes from. You've been through some
Traumatic.
You've been through some things. Oh, Rocky Coach Amy's here. Hello, beloved. She says, "Hi, friends." I don't
She's
know
talking to me and Kelly.
who you calling friends. I'm family. See, I walked them into that too. See, they didn't see that coming. I'm not a friend. I'm family. Ha ha. Got you again. Got you again. You can't win this. You can't. I'm a highly trained professional. You can't. You can't. Rick says, I ate a lot of dumpster meat and never got sick. That's right.
That's because you know why? Because his stomach acids is probably even above a hyena, I will bet. Don't
Listen,
you think?
he scrapes he scrapes the iguana toenails and eats it. Okay, he is not afraid of anything. He is not afraid of anything. Okay, he eats iguana lips, right? And iguana knuckles, iguana's feet. He is not worried about any of that. We have a question, Russ. So, would you go to Jeff Dahmer's house and eat his cooked meats? Don't know him, so no. I wouldn't do that. I do know who. I'm kidding. Okay, listen. I know who Jeffrey Dahmer is. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a joke. I'm surprised Kelly hasn't said this one on live on the YouTubes there, because he's if you want a corny joke, he's carnivore, so I guess it's not really that corny. But if there was a joke, it goes something like this. Jeffrey Dahmer was at home having dinner, and his parents said to him, Jeffrey, we don't like your friends. He said, well, just slide it over and eat the broccoli. So see, there you go. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? It's a terrible joke. It's not funny at all. Here. Someone compared my fridge to Jeffrey Dahmer. I don't know if that's a compliment, Rick. You might have wanted to punch him in the face with it. I'm just saying. I don't know. Speaking of punch him in the face, it's Louis, everybody. Everybody say hi, it's to Louis Latito. He won't eat your burrito, your Tostitos, or your Doritos, but he might eat a Cheeto, un paquito. There you go. There you go. There you go, Jimmy. You got another one.
That's right. Another song.
Another made-up song. Are you afraid of death and what happens when we die? This is not that kind of show. I think there is somewhere where they got a bunch of tinfoil hats on. That this thing here, I pray for everything. Love you, Russ. Well, I love you, bacteria girl, and I need all the help I can get. My dad has been praying for me for decades now. He could use the help. Let's see here. I must be missing some conversations, people talking amongst themselves. I always get that. Rick, I should check local dumpsters here and collect some free meat for you. Don't do that. Don't do that, Pete. Don't do that. People see you running around the dumpsters and all that stuff, man. I don't know how that'll go for you, man. Yeah, listen, I can see you in there in the furniture store. They're like, sir, did I see you at the Winn-Dixie dumpster? Like, nope, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Wasn't me. Yeah, you know, people will talk, man, but I guess the furniture business is not so good. That's all Pete in a dumpster, pulling chicken out. I'm teasing. Kidding. Steadfast says, howdy, Steadfast. Good to see you, beloved. Glad you are here. Amy, hope your hubby's feeling better. Did Mr. Keto Rockstar get injured again? He was just in a car accident or something, or a truck accident last month, wasn't he? I'm so confused. Well, shout out to Amy and the hubby there. Hope everybody's all right. Okay, there you go. We have definitive. Rick says, yes, the mailman saw me with the iguana. Got it. So Sandy, while intoxicated.
I apologize.
No, I said I wasn't sure. I just had to need a verification because Sandy, you know, she's not beyond seeing things now. She gets a little, you know, she likes to have a little taste, you know, now and again. So she might have seen something, and I wasn't sure. I missed it because my attention to detail is not that great. But Sandy, clearly, I was probably still aghast from the entire, you know, from the entire scene. I might have missed a lot of things now that I think about it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again and see how much I actually missed. Papa says, I bet the dumpster meat compared to, I guess it's all relative. Yeah, I guess if you go down to the pork and beans, yeah, the dumpsters down there may not have the same. Yeah, okay, got it. The mailman said hi to Ricky's a robot with the cat. Listen, I was just aghast by the whole thing. I clearly missed a lot of the video. Everything after the bus hit him and he got the iguana, everything after that was just a blur. I mean, I just saw this, what looked to be a tremendous crash, and then I saw a man with an iguana in one hand and a bicycle hand in the other. And I just, from there out, I don't really know. I'm not sure what I saw from there on out. So, anyway. Yeah. Rick's mailman. Yes, I'm sure he could tell some tales. That's very interesting. You should say that. I was the oddball in the neighborhood. The kids thought was some kind. I got news for you, sir. It was the kids and the grown-ups. Wasn't just the kids. Hey, it was the kids. It was the dogs. It was the cats. It surely was the ducks and the iguanas. Yes, there's a whole multitude of living things that thought you were a serial killer. Oh my gosh. Question for Laura. Have you ever seen a case of Steven Johnson syndrome? My hubby has that right now. Very scary. Well, we got to get Steve out of here. Who is Steve and what is he doing to your husband? We got to, well, you need me to come up there, man? Listen, I put hands on that dude. He's messing with my people.
That's right. Yeah, I have, that's one thing I have never had anybody with that. So no. How did they diagnose him? I guess would be kind of what I would want to know.
Yeah, I've never heard of Steven Johnson syndrome. Not familiar with it. Of course, that's not saying much. There's many things I'm not familiar with. People think I make things. Who thinks you're making anything up?
We believe you.
Point them out to me. There is, Rick, I want you to listen to my face. There is no one alive that thinks you are faking anything, sir. No one. Yeah. In the words of Keith Sweat, nobody. Who thinks Rick is lying? Nobody. Okay? Yeah. That's me. Who thinks Rick doesn't eat iguana thighs? Nobody, baby. Yeah. We know you. Yeah, we know you are real, brother. As a matter of fact, you're a little too real sometimes. Sometimes we got to turn the real down. Sometimes we got real on full blast. We have to turn it down just a notch there. No, that's funny. Kids don't know. You're too much kid. No, kids know some things. Oh my God, that's right. Lambs, see what I tell you. Lambs knows. He's on the other side of the world and he knows. He's not even from here and he knows. He's from another country and he knows. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's see. Sorry for the info dump. Oh, come on, man. We're family here, brother. You can lean on us. Here's my shoulder. You can lean on me. That's an old. I am here. You don't have to worry, I can see your tears. I'll be there in a hurry when you call. Friends are there to catch you when you fall. Here's my shoulder, you can lean on me. That goes out to Bruce and his lovely wife with the Addisons back from the hospital. That's right, only on the Keto Cookout. Let's see Mitch do that. Yeah, that's my challenge to Mitch. Hey, you do that and I'll smoke a cigar. How about that, Mitch? How about that? Eddie up, old guy. I'm kidding. I'm not challenging him. It's my friend. Okay. Is it weird that Yes. I can.
Before you even read it.
Yes, I don't have to read it. I see who it's from.
Wow. Amy must be going out doing some tornado wrangling tonight.
Yes. Hey,
cooking bacon and taking out the trash.
I don't care. I didn't read it and I didn't need to. I saw who it was from and I saw, is it weird that yes. The answer is yes. I don't care what it is. Well, listen, you don't want to be hungry in the storm, especially if you're going to be without power and stuff like that. See, now in my case, bring on the power outages. I am ready for that. I'm kind of oddly hoping for it. I don't want anything it'll just be my luck that the storm will come, the power go out, and all my panels will blow away. Now, see, that's how it would work for me. So I'd be sitting here in the dark when my panels would be all over the neighborhood. I'll be sitting there and I'll be saying, see, you wanted a power outage, there you go. But luckily, I live next door to a KDA lineman, so it won't be long. I'll have to go put panels up from everybody. Actually, the panels lay down flat when it's windy, so they stay out of the wind. Kind of a cool feature. Okay, Bruce said, bye. Yes, Bruce, God bless you, brother. Hope all is well. Let's see here. We still not for test, scared, dizziness, and balance issues. Hydrated, blood pressure good, no medical side effects, and carnivore. Okay, I'm not going to make any health jokes. We're not going to do that. We're gonna be good. I stay locked and loaded. I don't have to get ready. I stay ready. But we're not doing that. It's all love. It's all love here. We're really hoping for the best for everybody. It says I can live without electricity. Okay, I got you. Yeah, down there at the slaughterhouse, I guess you don't need electric to kill things and watch them bleed out. Yeah, all right. Hey.
Right.
He does that for entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. So there you go. Okay. Somebody's airing family laundry here. All right, we got it. I understand. Sisters too. Pizza's just getting home from work, long day. See, you don't want to be out dumpster diving for meat. P, you've been out working all day. You're tired. Just go to the fridge. You got meat in there, brother. You could get it out of there. You don't have to go to the dumpster.
Oh, yeah, that would suck.
Oh,
that'd be horrible.
I didn't know she wore a CPAP. Yep, there you go. Everybody's sharing all kind of things here tonight. I love this. It's just, we're learning all kind of things. So, yeah, if you live by a hospital, your lights are done first. There you go. I love that.
It's true.
I did not know that, but that does make sense. That does make sense. Russ, I would vote for you. Oh, this is probably talking about with Dr. When I was talking with Dr. Nelson about winning the beauty contest with him. See, I told you. Listen, I sang 2 songs tonight, so Jimmy would definitely vote for me. That's how that goes. I know my people. Fuel costs make everything go up. Yes, they do. You're right about that. We were talking about ground beef before. Ground chuck is all right. Julia snuck in the room. Look at that. She's with her hair. She says
5 pounds.
50 pounds for 10 pound roll. Yeah. It's like I said, it's one of those things. I don't think the patties were much cheaper either. It's the funny thing because I don't remember. I looked at the patties and I'm like, man, it's about the same price. And since I watched Amy and Rick's video, I've been making my own hamburgers. I bought a burger press and I make the big 1/2 pound thick burgers like they do. I got that from them. I have to admit it. I stole
You are using a tool in the kitchen?
Yeah, burger press. I guess yeah, I mean you don't have to plug it in. So,
Still impressive.
Well, for me, sure, not for anybody that's got the sense God gave a bullfrog. But yeah, for me, listen, I said everything in my kitchen that I plug in heats up, and that is still true. The burger press is looks like a hand thing. So,
yep.
Yes, that would be exempt. If I had to plug it in, I wouldn't own it. I can tell you that. Let's see. Oh yes, we're talking about the CPAP. Frozen burger patties cheapest it gets 5 pounds for 80/20. Where does Steadfast live? Where are you in Montana somewhere in Angus country?
That's where I need to go.
Yeah. Yes, we're back to the comments about that. We're back in time. We're in the time machine, ladies and gentlemen. We're going back in time to the maggot to the conversation we were talking about maggots. I'm sorry I'm behind on the chat. You want to see here? Oh, Dr. Nelson said good night. Half an hour ago. I'm behind on the chat. What can I say? Good night, Dr. Nelson. Thank you for nothing. If you're still thank you for leaving. Thank you. Oh my goodness. No, speak to my comments. Hey, listen, I'm very sorry. Is that listen, man, I do all I can here. I need a moderator or something, I guess, because I'm gonna tell you one thing. I cannot talk, listen, crack jokes, make up songs on the fly, and do the chat all at the same time. I can't do it. I can do the best I can. I apologize to all the folks that if I missed. Josephine popped in and said, hey, good to see you, my dear. There you go. There you go, Tom. There's your comment. I guess. Oh, wait a minute. It's just I thought my aunt had spilled rice in her cabinet until it started moving. Oh my. Yeah. Somebody needs to clean up the bathroom, I guess. Oh yeah. That's right. See, I know my people. I know my people. If I said JJ Fan Supersonic, I could just listen. I can see Daddy. All right, she's in there doing the what? Supersonic. He was whopping all over the place. Yeah, supersonic. Oh, that's funny. There you go. Yes, I walk in. I already know what bag is mine. There you go. Oh, hog head cheese. That sounds.
Not doing that either.
Is that really cheese? I don't even know. Is that, or is that just what they call?
No,
Just
it's
pig
the
snot?
meat off the hog head.
Oh, I would have
Yeah.
guessed it was pig snot. They just scrape it out of there and put it in a pickle.
The cheek is pretty good if you ever have that. That's pretty good, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. All right. Well, Rick is getting ready for his free trip and free steak dinner. Ask him about it. We will do that next week. We have come to the end of the road here. We have once again fulfilled our obligation to the family. If I did not read your comment or I did not see your comment, I'm sorry. Just make it again next week. I won't know the difference. And, I'll probably show it. But we will have our brother, our friend, Rick. It will be in with us next week with shenanigans, tomfoolery, and ridiculousness, as we always do. I always want to see. I just got. I did a wee bit of Irish for the
Oh, no.
just a wee bit of Irish, just a little bit, just a wee bit. Can't do too much. It's just too much. It's too much. There you go, my beloved. Any hot pickles? Yes, yes. Unfortunately, I had a wee bit of pickle juice just run it down my mouth that I get to eat today. So there you go. I can't. There you go. There you go, Amy. Your wish is my command. I try to make everybody happy here as best I can. But that is enough. Christy is here. Hello, my dear. I saw you on touting your freezer full of meat and your savings on your Walmart bill on a video there. And I thought, there is my wonderful friend. Good to see you, beloved. It's been too long. You got to pop in sometime here and grace us with your presence. If you can lower your standards, low enough to hang out with your own friend here one day, but it won't be tonight because, as I said, we have fulfilled our obligation to the family once again. Hope you had a great time. Hope you had a couple laughs, a couple chuckles tonight. And wherever you're at, be safe with the bad weather, of course, coming through there. And we'll be back next week with Rick. Until then, keep them carbs low, keep them proteins and fats high. We will see you on the next one.